Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. It's another Thursday. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. It's locking it down with Lucy. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. It's another Thursday. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. It's locking it down with Lucy. Hello and welcome to the not so musical version of Locking It Down with Lucy. It is episode 209, if you can believe it. I mean, maybe every episode of Locking It Down with Lucy is a musical. Who knows? So hello, it's good to see you. Quick shout out to Corey. Happy birthday, Corey. Good to see you in the chat for a bit, and thank you for sorting out the new bot. And hello to everybody that's here today. We have some brand new Chaos Emeralds floating about because we've now reached, 24 months? Yes, Robert Wolf, thank you so much for being a member of the XP zone for 24 months. You are now a light blue emerald. Oh, look at me, I'm a light blue emerald. Wonderful stuff. Thank you so much for the support. Same with Corey. Thank you so much for the support. Everyone's throwing up their 24 months. Jazz D, thank you so much for being a member of 24 months. Look how blue. Oh, look. It's so weird seeing so much blue in the chat. I'm used to seeing so much gold. Rich Game with the More Duties as well. Also, thank you so much for 24 months in the XP zone. Same with Jamie. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, how have you done that? I don't know. Fabulous stuff. Love seeing that. Hiya, Chris. Good to see you here. I'm saying happy birthday instead of hello. Hello, Adam Rhodes. Good to see you. Wait, is it your birthday today as well? Is 10th of October just a big birthday day for lots of people? Well, if it is your birthday, George, happy birthday to you too. We got some birthday twins. Amazing. It's just, that was smart. Hello, Fabio. Good to see you. Hello. Welcome. Jazz Deal saying hi. Dusty B70 saying evening all. Why a sad face? We're going to turn the, if you're having a sad face, we're going to turn that sad upside down, hopefully. Because we've got a lot to talk about today. Jazz Deal's birthday was yesterday. Amazing stuff. We're going to talk about a lot of video games. Last week we did the music special, but I have a lot of video game stuff to talk about this week, including a review, which is not video game focused, a review of the latest Joker movie, Joker, Folie, Deux. Is that how you say it? Folie, Deux? It's French. I got a B. All right. Don't at me. Don't at me with my B. So yeah, that'll be fun. I don't think it's in the cinema anymore, weirdly. So that is strange. So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. But first, some housekeeping. So the poll today, because we're sticking with the Joker theme, best live action Joker. Now I know there's been lots of Jokers. There's the animated ones. There's obviously the ones from Arkham and stuff. But I want to keep it to the ones in a movie form, where there's. So I've just picked the main ones. So is it Jack Nicholson? Is it Heath Ledger? Is it Jared Leto? Or is it Joaquin Phoenix? 0% of people have voted for Jared Leto. I heard that went down badly. Joaquin Phoenix at 12%, Jack Nicholson at 15%, and with a whopping, I thought this would happen, 73% are saying Heath Ledger, and I think I would agree. I'd probably go Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix, and I have not seen the other two. I've not seen Jack Nicholson or Jared Leto, but someone did, I think it was Chris J, shouted out in the chat, of course, the legend that is Mark Hamill for doing the iconic Joker in Batman. It does make me want to go and play a Batman game now, all this Joker chat, because those were pretty good. So yeah, let's be real, no one is voting for Jared. Was it really that bad, that film? I had no inclination or wanting to watch it. Oh, sorry, Caesar Romeo. There was only 5 slots in the poll, Caesar. I apologise for missing you out. Joker 2 was good. I don't care. I saw the meme today where it's like Robert De Niro's character saying like, so you actually think Joker 2 is good? And then it shows the Joker and he's like, yeah, and I'm sick of pretending it's not, or something from the person, which was pretty good. So we're going to get more into that at the end of the show. But first, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who watched the video that went up on, was it Sunday? Which was the recap of the last quarter for my gaming goals. Thank you for watching that. If you did watch that, I appreciate it. And thanks everyone who watched the live stream on God, did we do one on Saturday? No, yeah, God, I can't even remember. The live stream on Monday for my start of Resident Evil 7, we will talk about that as well. Wait, kind of funny with Caesar. He refused to shave his mustache, so you can clearly see his mustache under the makeup. That's weird. What a weird fact. So thank you all for being there and watching that. So let's jump straight into it with the highlights and lowlights. I've got nothing to say. We're 5 minutes in. I've got no interlude. We've got nothing else to talk about. I want to talk about all the things that are happening in the thing. So hit me with your highlights and lowlights of the week. Jim Carrey, I believe, was the Riddler, but you can tell me I'm wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot what am I drinking. Why am I drinking? You guys are better on it than me. Actually, I do have a little story. Let me take you on a little story. So I needed to get just sustenance because work was busy. So I went to go and I had to have a cheeky Red Bull, everybody. I was like, I need to get through this. I gotta get through this. So I went to the shop and lo and behold, what did I see when I went to the shop? The drink that had eluded me. I managed to get my hands on the Tango Berry Blast. Last time, not for 99p sadly, like I did the cherry one, but I was like, oh, I thought it was limited edition. So we managed to find it. I'm very excited. I forgot that I was thirsty because I'm not actually that thirsty, but we must of course indulge in a drink. So please pick your highlights and lowlights of the week while I open this and hopefully I don't get it everywhere. I don't know if you can still get it in the shop. Oh, they've tied it on tight. Oh, let's see. They're being naughty. Oh. It smells artificial. Oh, that smells intense. Okay. Oh boy. It's nice, but is it nice? Is the question. It's an overwhelming flavour that can only be described as a brain liquor. Now, does anyone in the chat remember brain liquors? This is what this tastes like in liquid form. They were like these sweets that you would get and you would just go and you'd lick the ball and there was this like really strong tasting liquid that would come off the ball. That is 100% what this tastes like. It's like drinking a whiskey. You can't drink too much. They're sweet. They're sweet. I'm not sure. I think every time I take a sip, my thoughts and feelings go down more on it. So I think the cherry one was probably the better one. All right, we're seeing some highlights and lowlights of the week coming in. Ooh, down it. Oh, will it turn my tongue blue? Maybe. Okay, so. Oh, by the way, I do want to say thanks everybody for enjoying the music special edition of Locking It Down with Lucy last week. I very much enjoyed it, so I'm glad you guys did. It was kind of cool. And speaking of that, I said I had no stories. I do have a story. I saw today, so I talked about how I went to a Busted show. No, I went to a McBusted show and I went to a McFly show. And I saw today that Busted and McFly are doing a show next year where it's Busted versus McFly. And I was thinking, do I need to call up Davina? Do I reconnect with her and bring her along to the Busted versus McFly show? And I can show my true support for Busted. And then, I think it's a fun concept. They're obviously all good friends. So maybe I'll be doing that next year. And I'll be like, Team Busted. I bet they'll all sing a McBusted song at the end or something. I don't know. But I might do that for the dumb fun. We'll see. I think that's a good time. Right, lots of highlights and lowlights trickling in. Thank you so much for being a participant of the show. The show would not exist without you. I would just be sitting in my flat talking to the wall. So thank you for being part of it. Right, let's see. Terence says, watching this get jump scared in the Monday stream. No lowlight. Good to hear no lowlight. And yes, there were many a jump scares. We'll talk about that in a bit. Alan Rose says, highlight. Got the platinum for Suicide of Rachel Foster. I do not know what that is, but congrats. And lowlight, haven't managed to get a copy of Silent Hill 2 remake yet, but hopefully soon. I've heard good things about Silent Hill 2 remake. Maybe I'll play it, maybe I won't. Corey says, my low light this week was throwing a whole cup of water on myself 5 minutes before having to leave for work. Highlight was getting the very last copy of Silent Hill 2 after trying in 3 stores. I did not realise that it was in such low limited supplies. Well, congrats on getting the copy. And that would have sucked your low light. Funny times. George said, I attended my first music festival and it was pretty awesome. My girlfriend got to see one of her favourite artists perform. Oh, that's a lovely highlight. That's wholesome. Good to hear it. Em says, yep, the RE7 jump stream with jump scares was hilarious. Oh, I'll save my thoughts. Enneagram says, hello, Lucy. Hello, everybody. Everybody. Say hello to everyone in the chat. Wow. Jamie says, highlights the Resident Evil stream. Looking it down with Lucy and looking forward to the celebration stream and the hangout this weekend. Oh my God, yeah, I forgot to put that in the chat. Yes, there will be a celebration stream. Jamie, I don't know what I'd do with it. You're like, if Robert War's the stat man, you're like my PA. Reminding me what I need to do because I forgot. I'm so busy at work that my brain is like, I feel like my brain is running Windows 97, but I'm still trying to run all the Adobe software. And it's like trying to open up Photoshop. It's like, boom, boom, and then I just freeze and I have to go Control Delete and just start killing processes. Lots going on. Thank you. Yes, I'll circle back to that. Lola, Amazon cancelled my undisputed pre-order, so I won't come on day 1 now. Boo! Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Jazz D says, my highlight this week is my birthday. Love to hear it. And I got new trainers and a headset for my PS5. No real lowlights this week. I'm glad to hear it, and I hope you had a wonderful birthday, and I hope you can continue to enjoy the rest of the week. Daniel says, highlight, got Mass Effect 3 Platinum to go with 1 and 2. Actually managed to get to the gym twice this week for the first time in ages. Those are some good highlights. Go on. Nice. I don't know what that sounds like. Yes, you. Live the dreams. Chris J says, highlight, 3-day weekend. Ooh, also 3 amazing records came out during the recent weeks. Nice. Oh, it's a galactic video. You're too kind. I'm going to make me go all shy. Make me go all shy over here. Silent Hill 2 seems sold out everywhere. That's so weird. That's like, I did not expect that. I was not expecting that. Enneagram says, highlight has to be, it's Thursday due to Locking It Down with Lucy and the release of the Tomb Raider animated series on Netflix. Lola was having a cinema experience ruined by constant talking teenagers. Remind me this when I get to the Joker thing, because I might be done with the cinema, because I also have recently had an annoying experience at the cinema, and I was like, why do I do this? Why have I paid 30 quid for this? Very, very annoying. Dusty says, low light. Oh God, sometimes the chat just jumps. Car coolant level warning. Oh no, that means something bad. You've got to do something, right? Highlight topped it up. No more problem. I love when the low light and the highlight resolves itself in one comic. I haven't read it yet. I'm live reading. Also, completed Mass Effect 1 replay. It was awesome. Started Mass Effect 2 replay for the lols. Love it. Wonderful. Robert Waters' highlight, got the Platinum in Dead Rising 2 as my 7,000th trophy. Low light. Oh, sorry. I was almost about to say low light, locking it down with Lucy. You mean and locking it down with Lucy. And low light the weather. Yeah, the weather has been pretty trash. Well, congrats on your Platinum and your 7,000th trophy. I'm going to talk about the first Dead Rising in a bit because I am I'm loving it, as they'd say in McDonald's. Very good. Highlight, no lowlights. Lowlight, no highlights. I like that. It's taken 209 episodes, I think, for someone to do this. I like it. Jacob says, highlight, found and bought the new Silent Hill. A lot of people talking about Silent Hill 2. I'm sleeping over here. I'm sleeping on Silent Hill 2. Remake Steelbook for a steal. The game I can't afford right now with the Steelbook was €85, but the Steelbook only that I bought was around 9.5. Wow, how'd you do that? What's the celebration stream for? Let's talk about it. So, Scratch, the highlights and lowlights of the week, great. I forgot to mention. So, on Monday, it was the members' second birthdays. Happy birthday to all the members. I hope you had a lovely day. And to celebrate, we will be playing, there'll be an extended stream on Saturday, I think around 5:30, because I do need to visit my grandma. I say that like I want to visit my grandma. My dad only visits now and again, so I'm going to catch a ride. And we only see her for like an hour and a bit. So I think that means that I won't be able to start the stream till 5:30. So let's visit your grandmas, people. So after I visit my grandma, we'll be doing roughly, so I'm going to do a challenge. the big reveal is here. In fact, I need to actually put the thing together. And so, unfortunately, as much as I'd like my grandma to guest on the show, she is not quite, she's quite old. And I don't think she'd understand what was happening. And I don't want to do that to my grandma. So I think if it was 7 years ago, she may have, done something. But now she's, forgets things. She's quite forgetful now. And so I don't want to be like, here, grandma, perform for me. Perform. The people want to see you. So maybe in the future, perhaps. That sounds really morbid. But I feel like I'm using it and I don't want to use her. So what is happening this week? Bethany says she gave me a cricket ball once. Yeah, Bethany has met my grandma. So this weekend, to celebrate the member's birthday, I am challenging myself to a platinum time challenge. I don't know, I haven't named this, but I saw a game, and on PSN profiles, I think I can beat the time as the quickest person to platinum this game. Now, there's no cheat on this. I will have to play the game all the way through and get all the trophies, like a normal person. There's no, it's not like, oh, let's pop it on an auto pop. I have to play the game from start to end correctly, but it's a short game. The time to beat is 5 hours and 3 minutes. Now, I've been doing my research. I've been doing my push-ups, doing my sit-ups, watching guides and stuff. I have a roadmap. I have a plan. I've been practicing because I think I can do it. But I don't want to say what it is yet, because I don't want someone else to go and do it quickly. Someone might go in there and try and do it. And I don't want to ruin it because I don't think I can do it. Oh, Robert Wall says, I have the fastest time in 2 games on PS profiles. Good luck. Going for 5 hours, 2 minutes. Exactly. So what this means is the game in question doesn't really have a sound element to it. There is like a background sound. So obviously I need to be focused. I want to do the stream, play the game. Obviously you'll be able to see it, whatnot, and I think I can do it in 4 hours. Can I shape up a whole hour? Here's the thing. I don't know, maybe 4.5 hours. Hopefully OBS will play well. The sound will probably drop out. So what I might try and do is see if I can get some copyright-free music that I can play in the background so we can just listen to music rather than be like, oh, the audio's dropped out. OBS is, taking a dump. So let's hope that... no! Good luck in all the games you may find. Won't be able to stop to sort out. No, yeah, we have to keep going. We have to keep moving. So I thought that would be kind of something a bit fun and a bit different to do for that stream. So I need to sort out what's going on. So I need to try and practice that tomorrow or Saturday morning. So hopefully that will go well. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a fun time for you guys. Something, like I said, something a little bit different for your Saturday afternoon. Can we do it? I like trying to put myself in these unnecessary challenges. Maybe I'll have to order a takeaway before or after. I don't know. I might have to just eat before, actually, because I can't be stopped. Taking a dump. Saw your Resident Evil 7 stream to the end, and after it ended, you ended it before the bathroom puzzle. And what's that mean? So I will be playing more Resident Evil 7 tomorrow. Tomorrow for sure. We will continue the Resident Evil at about 7:30. Depends if I go to work or not. If I work from home, you'll need an assistant. I don't have. I'll just have to an imaginary hand feed me pizza. So yeah, more. It depends if I go to work and what time I come back and whatnot. So I'll let you know nearer the time. But that's what's coming up on the channel. Play Silent Hill. I have to do that next time because I'm playing Resident Evil 7 and it's terrifying. You can tell Chris that. I found it utterly horrifying. So my highlights and notes of the week, since I didn't actually do that. Highlight of the week has to be The Sim has taken to singing music all the time and it's really annoying. This is what really annoys me. Like, obviously you live your life, but he does it at 7:30 in the morning. He just started playing rap music. I think I might mention this last week as well. And he's like, and I'm like, dude, read the fucking room. It's 7:30 in the morning. Are you that fucking, like, I can't even think of the word, incompassionate? That you're like, yeah, now's the time. And I swear to God, I saw him leave and he put his headphones in and he looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, oh, now you put headphones in. I see how it is. It's driving me up the wall. Very annoying. And then the other thing that was super annoying is, stop living your life. It's too early. Like, put headphones on. Think about the other people that live here. Like, I know that I'm doing this and I'm talking or whatever. But I am not waking up at 7:30 in the morning and being like, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Blah, 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 blah. Like, between the times that I do this and I'm at work, I'm pretty quiet. Like, when the flat is quiet, like it is now, I just revel in the silence. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't start playing my own music. I'm like, oh my God, it's quiet. Let's enjoy it. So let's just enjoy it. Peace in my soul. So yeah, it's like the ecosystem has been broken in this place. And time for a 6, yeah, exactly. Then I'll be like, how'd you like that, motherfuckers? And I'll start playing Rage Against the Machine. So that's annoying. So yeah, inconsiderate. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. I just can't believe how inconsiderate these fucking people are. It's driving me insane. Like today was super loud. I think he's doing it on purpose now that he knows there's a rivalry. And next time I'm gonna bang on the wall, on the ceiling if he does. Because before I wasn't too. Now that I have 2 noisy neighbours, I can't work out if it's the upstairs person or the downstairs person. But I know it was him because the rap music stopped when he left. And I was like, I've got you banged to rights now. So yeah, that's very annoying. Yeah, that's the thing. I try and go to bed before he goes to bed. Very irritating. Anyway, my other lowlight of the week, everybody. I am sad to report that I fucked up my Quarry playthrough. I don't know why I'm doing like that, but I was on my last playthrough of the Quarry, which is getting the collectibles for the clues and getting everybody infected. So it required 2 guides to be open at the same time. Now, firstly, I wasn't really quite paying attention, and I missed a way that you get a collectibles. You have to do something in a cutscene, and I missed it. Upload my save to the bloody cloud, and now I have to do either the entire playthrough not getting the collectibles, or I have to start the playthrough again and get all the collectibles again. So that pissed me off. I felt like I was on the homeward stretch. One playthrough. What's annoying about this game is you cannot skip cutscenes. You couldn't get the collectibles all in one run because for some reason there's like a branching path in one bit where you can only get evidence on one, clues on another. And the other thing that's super annoying is you can't do chapter select until you beat the entire game. What is wrong? Why did you set this game up in this way that you won't allow chapter select at any point in the game? That super pissed me off. So, yeah, I've resigned my fate to maybe having to start the game again to get the collectibles and stuff like, and I'm having to pay attention a bit more. Yeah, and the game is super long. Like, I like the game, but it is really annoying. Oh, so we can do it together on your side. That would make it more enjoyable. That really would. Actually, Beth, I was going to text you about when's next come round. Because I've got 2 more weeks, so let's do something. Although it is 7 hours, Bethany, but we could probably do it while doing other stuff. But we have to pay attention. We have to be watching the screen. We have to be watching the guides. Because I was doing it whilst, like, you know, editing a video. But I think when you get to chapter 5, you have to start paying attention because that's when things start to get, like, the first few chapters, like, oh my God, I'm the really annoying chick. And oh my God, I'm the really annoying guy. And so you're not really paying attention. Nothing that you do matters. But by chapter 5, things that you do start to matter. And that's where I fucked up. So. Yeah, so yeah, the guy upstairs is just, yeah, I have my flash mop that I will be taking. Thank you. No, they are annoying me at the moment. I just don't get it. Out of order. I hope one day you get neighbours that are really loud and inconsiderate and you'll have to live with it. Sorry, I don't know. I'm just feeling a lot of feelings. Do I have anything good to say? Oh, I do have some highlights. I finally got 100% in Neo 2, everybody. It only took 192 hours, but 100% was achieved. I also did really enjoy the Resident Evil 7 stream, and I had some drinks with friends. That was fun. And I guess seeing Joker in the cinema was fun. Now, I'm really sorry, everybody. I didn't actually get a clip of the week really properly prepared because it's been a bit rubbish. So many of you wanted it. So here it is again. I did clip out. I didn't realise that you guys wanted it, to be fair. This has worked out quite well. Here is one of my jump cuts, or no, jump scares from playing Resident Evil 7. Please enjoy. Clip of the week. Because it probably was clip of the week. There it was for you. I couldn't believe how timed that was. I was literally singing the Shakira whenever, and I was literally about to dun dun. I was going dun 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 dun. Oh, he literally popped out at the oh bit, and I was like, wow, that was what timing that was. Wait, Forrest has been watching your Astrobot YouTube video. He loves it and tells us Lucy did this. He watched another guy, but he swore too much. Boo, too much swearing. Oh, that's so sweet. But yeah, so I guess we'll talk about Resident Evil 7 while we're on it. But thank you for the congratulations, everyone, on the Neo 2. That did take a lot of time and effort. I'm really glad I stuck it out and we did it through. There was a lot of planning, a lot of character spec rebuilding that needed to be done. But yeah, in the end, there was a really tough bit where you had to fight like basically 9 waves of enemies on Dream of the Demon. But we got through it. We did it. Oh, hi, Foxy Cat. How's it going? Oh, yeah, he did come in like a wrecking ball. Right, let's talk about Resident Evil 7. Let's rewind. Let's go back to the very beginning. I remember when Resident Evil 7 was announced as Kitchen in an E3 demo. And I was like, hard nope. I never played horror games. I was a big baby. Never did any of that. So I just didn't really think I'd ever play it. There was a guy at work that I knew, he loved Resident Evil. He said it was terrifying. There was that smelly, gross candle that you could get that would make your house smell like grossness. I don't need that smelly candle anymore because I've got the guy downstairs who makes my flat stink. So yay me, I'm living the experience. So that was my kind of, and I knew it was like about cannibals who I find cannibals terrifying. Top 3 things I find terrifying in fiction: cannibals, Hitler, and gore. Just gory, gross things. So yeah, that was always something that I found unsettling. I liked the whole like Resident Evil like zombie trope kind of thing when I did get into the franchise I've been going through all the time. And yes, falling down the stairs lady, definitely one. So yeah, I just knew it was kind of grim, but I was not expecting what happened in this game. Oh my god, this was totally, I thought the first person would be the thing that would throw me. Because I thought we were just running around and maybe still shooting zombies. Actually, I didn't even know if zombies were in the game, to be fair. I thought it was like walking around shooting zombies maybe in first person, and there was this mad family that would like do horrible things to you, which does kind of technically happen. I wasn't expecting this cinematic on rails experience, which was very impressive, by the way. Like, not really knowing when you were playing. Like, I didn't know when I was playing the game or when the game was playing me. Like, things would happen, and I was like, is it supposed to happen? Is it not supposed to happen? I don't know. Like, I was very impressed, but also very terrified. Like, what's the name of that old guy? Is it Jack or something? I don't know. I'm just making up Mad Jack, but I think I'm thinking about 73 Yards. Like, he was like Mr. X. Jack Baker. Thank you. Like, Mr. X was scary. Like, 100%. Jack Baker is like a different level of scary because he's like feels a bit more real because he's a human being and he's talking and he's like coming, like he's not doing anything different. Like Mr. X did the same thing as well. I remember in Resident Evil 2 there's a bit where you go downstairs and Mr. X busts through the wall and that's like the same thing happens in this as you just saw. But there was something a bit more unsettling about a human being being this way. Now I don't know, obviously I've not finished the game, so obviously there's something else about him that's going on, but he's very unsettling. Again, the being followed thing, very terrifying. But when you're in those like moments where you're with him and like he's doing that, like when he got in the car, I was like, I don't really know if I could actually win once he got in the car. Like stuff like that, which I think is really cool. Like, obviously I died, but then I knew that I could get in the car. But it's frantic. You're running around the room. You're trying to look. The first person nature of it is also quite restricting because, you know, you can't see as well as you could see if you were in third person. So the whole thing was utterly terrifying, but super impressive with the story. Like as it's unfolding, like you find your wife and she's like, oh, she's crazy. Everyone's crazy. You don't know where you are. It's like this small, tight, confined setting, which is also quite different. And so far, it feels nothing like Resident Evil that I know. I'm sure eventually maybe things might happen that feel it, but it definitely has taken the series in a completely different direction from the ones I played before. Like, I think if I started with this, it would be quite weird to go back, but it is really cool playing all the games in order and reaching this and being like, damn, this is from 6 to 7. It's like night and day. Like, these are two completely different games. Like, it almost feels like, well, I suppose it is a reboot, but it feels very disconnected from the others. Like, the only thing that really makes it feel like Resident Evil is the name is called Resident Evil, and it really is a residence of evil. I will like to shout out the tape machine. Oh, and the puzzles. The puzzles make it feel kind of Resident Evil-y with the whole, like, you know, finding things and doing stuff and doing your inventory. Other than that, yeah, the whole thing is very cool and but utterly terrifying. I don't know what's going to happen from here. I also feel like I'm just running around like a headless chicken. But yeah, the VCR stuff was very cool. Like, playing the video and then going in and being part of the video. I was like, damn, that's cool to like tell some of the stories. So I'm looking forward to finding more of those. Curious to see where the story goes. I'm guessing you're going to be, you know, encountering each member of the Baker family. And why can't they die? Like, that's also just terrifying that this forced that, you know, how to die. Yeah, it is. The residents are evil in this one. I was more looking forward to playing 8, but obviously I can't play 8 before 7. Am I enjoying the game? This is an interesting... I don't know. Like, yes and no. I don't like it, but I do like it. It's perplexing. Like, the whole thing... I think I don't like it because I don't like horror, but I do like it because from a person who plays a lot of video games, I'm like, this is technically impressive. This is really cool what's happening here. It's really interesting how the series has evolved into being this. Not keen on the first person, but the first person nature does make it more scary than the other ones. So Terence is asking, did I get any nightmares after playing? Let me tell you, because I did have a dream that night. So are you ready to hear my dream? I know that everyone's like, oh, listen to my dream. And everyone's like, oh, I hate dreams. But this dream was kind of weird. So this is the dream I had after playing Resident Evil 7. I was at a theme park with my family, and we were lining up to get on a ride that was kind of weird. It was like, it went like this, and then there was bits that went round and up and out. It's like a vertical ride, and you went round the vertical ride, but your thing also went round and round and round and round. And we were in the line waiting, and there was these 2 cats in the line, like kittens, and I was like, this is so weird. Why are there cats in the line? So we got up to the front, and the cats were in front of us. And I was like to the operator, like, these cats, why are they in the line? They're not going on. The cats got up and got in the seat. And I was like, no, you can't let these cats go on the ride. Cats can't go on rides. And the guy was like, they're lined up like everybody else. They can get on in. And then I was like, no, surely not. And the cat sat down and he put the lap bar over them. And I was like, no, I can't allow this. The ginger cat, I think, had a wobble and then got out. And he was like, no, the ginger cat can't go. But the black cat was like, yeah, I'm sticking it out. So the black cat was, and then the ride went, and I watched, and all you heard, meow, 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 meow. I was like, this cat's terrifying. The guy's like, once the ride starts, the ride can't stop. And I was like, the cat, meow, 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 meow. Then all of a sudden, this cheetah came out of nowhere, like the big cat cheetah, came out of nowhere and jumped and grabbed the cat from the ride and pulled it out of the seat. And we were like, oh my God, there's a cheetah on the loose. And the cheetah ran off with the cat. And then I was like, what's happened? The security guy was like, we have to look at the CCTV footage. So we all ran around to the CCTV footage, and the guy was like, well, I can see what happened here. Basically, the cheetah got out of its cage because it did a run-up. But as it did a run-up, it did a massive shit to give itself the projection to make the jump over the wall. So the cat's running, the cheetah's running, it goes... And I'm talking like log size. Like, we're not just talking about... It was like... And everyone's like, yep. That's how the cheetah got out. And that's the dream that I had after playing Resident Evil 7. Yeah. And we were all stunned. And then the credits went down on the dream. Now, this was my dream, my Resident Evil. All right, see you later, Beth. It was good seeing you. Yeah, so that Resident Evil inspired a dream of cats on roller coasters and cheetahs doing massive shits. So... what can I say? Maybe I'm a little crazy. I don't know, my dreams, man, they're quite a lot. That's why I never rest, because my dreams are always so active. So we'll see. Yeah, so to summarize, I played Resident Evil 7 and a cheater did a poo that made him rocket in a dream. Yes, that is what happened. And these cats went on a roller coaster. So yeah, oh god, that scared me. I jump scared myself. So anyway, Resident Evil 7, I'm excited to go on the journey. A little nervous about the platinum, but we're going to see how it goes. Like, the one thing I don't like about first person, I've never seen shit in my dreams. Have you never tried to go to the toilet in your dream? Like, I feel like I have dreams a lot where you're in the toilet and you're like, oh no, there's everyone here. People are like, hello, and they try and look over the cubicle at you. You're like, go away. I think that's called an anxiety dream. Cats on roller coasters, that would be a great clip of the week. So yeah, the things that I don't like about first person is I don't like how restricting it feels. I don't like when you're running, I don't feel like I'm running. Like there's a lot of times I was trying to run away from Jack Baker and I was like, I don't feel the momentum here. Maybe it's because I've got the head nod wobble off, because I played Dishonored and I remember getting really sick from playing Dishonored because the head wobble and had to switch that off. And once I switched that off, I was fine. So maybe there's an element of that. So I'm a little bit concerned. I'm sure once I play the game, it's like one of those things where you'll just, you'll know where things are. You'll get into the motion, blah, blah, blah. So maybe this is what I need. Maybe I need to, because it was actually like, Monday was like a long day. And then I did Resident Evil 7. And I guess the fear, like, livened me up. I felt alive from the fear. So maybe that's why people like horror games. Ethan runs at 2 miles per hour. The platinum isn't too bad, and you've achieved much tougher ones. So you can do it, says Daniel. Thank you. Yes. So we'll see. You'll follow me on the journey as we do some more Resident Evil 7 tomorrow. Yeah, the family is very, 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 very. Oh, what? So yeah, Mad has difficulties and finish in 4 hours required for the plat. So yeah, some of it is also like just learning the game, knowing where you're going or what's going on. Like right now I'm running around like a headless chicken being like, where am I going? What am I doing? I'm trying to hide from him and stuff. So yeah, look out for that tomorrow, because I'd very much like to do that. So also what I've been playing, does anyone have any words, comments or things I would like to say or ask about Resident Evil 7 before we move on? I'm going to take some more of this acid drink. Acid drink. It really does taste like acid. It smells like things you shouldn't put in your body. Now, I think you have to play on Madhouse. Like, the requirements of the trophy is to play on Madhouse and get it in 4 hours, which makes it tough. But that's what I like about the Resident Evil 7 games. I like that once you play it and you're on the platinum run, you want to play it again and just do better and better and better. Like, it becomes like addictive. No, I don't watch horror films. My dad watches a lot of horror films, and I am not into that. So from one horror game to another. Oh, you can do 4 hours on easy. Oh, perfect. I'll do that then. Wonderful. Love that. I also wanted to play another horror game that's a bit more chill, a bit more easy. So I have been playing Dead Rising. So I played Dead Rising 2 back in the day on PS3. It was weird actually, because my brother was the one that recommended it and then he never played it. He was like, oh, my friend's playing this game called Dead Rising 2. We should get it for Christmas. Oh, sorry, a question here. Maybe. I don't know if I even own the DLC or how. I'll look into it. But I'm just looking for the platinum right now. And then I'll see how the DLC goes. So, Dead Rising. I really liked the game, the second one. It had an interesting concept. It felt different. So when this remastered Dead Rising, the first one came out, I'd never played the first one. I was like, you know what? I feel like this is kind of something I need. Like, I've been playing like Red Dead. I was playing Astrobot. I wanted to play something different. And this is definitely different. It's easy. It's chill. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, this is me just booting up the game. Let's move this along. Weirdly though, when I started the game, it asked me for how old I was. And I was like, why is my age required to play this game? So I went to put 100, but then I felt guilty about lying to the game. So then I put 30, and then I was like, well, I'm not really 30, am I? So maybe I should put 33. And so I did. And now I'm like, I don't like that I've given my real age. But what has it got to do with it? I don't know. So we're watching some Dead Rising gameplay now. It's just fun. It's just dumb fun. And I think that's, if you want a game that's just like switch your mind off, just have a good time, this is the game. Now, when I first booted it up, the game is probably hardest when you first play because you're a level 1 character. You have nothing. You have no weapons. So be prepared to fail. But failure is not the end. So once you let go, because at first, so part of the game is you're in the mall and you have to survive 3 days as Frank West. He's covered wars, you know. Look at this man. He's so wide. I've never seen a man so wide before. What's going on? It's like he's been flattened with a roller, but also gone to the gym. So you start off, you go to the mall, you're level 1, you've got nothing, and then you sort of, you know, have to collect survivors who were also in the mall. And it was really frustrating because my survivors kept dying because I had nothing. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't have the right equipment. And then I was kind of looking up, and people were like, the first playthrough, just let C'est la vie. Just let it happen. Like, if you fail, it's fine. Like, people will die. You do other, it's a game where you do lots of playthroughs to get better as well. So then once I did that, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go. And if someone died along the way, well, if she dies, she dies. That's a quote from JBL Judgment Day 2004. For anyone who got that quote, which was probably absolutely nobody. He's talking about Eddie Guerrero's mum. And then I just let go. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to see what happens, do what I can. And then as the story progresses, or as time progresses, you start picking up better weapons and finding things. Obviously, I'm leveling up. I'm learning new moves. Like, every time you level up, I did that swing move earlier. I have this kick move now. So you become more and more competent. So now next time I play, I'll be able to do stuff like, you know, save more people. Now, one of the things that's really cool about Dead Rising is it's just, you know, it's silly. You get dressed, like I've got the Stars outfit on now. Now I'm dressed like a dumb, like, you know, I don't know what this is. And you're just going around picking up weapons and killing zombies. The zombies aren't that difficult. Like, they're not going to really kill you unless you do nothing. I mean, they just kind of get in the way. They're more of an obstacle to overcome. But it's just cool, like, going around the mall and surviving. And you turn, I don't know if any people who've not, like, you know, played this game before, but you encounter psychopaths in the mall, and these are pretty cool. They're like people that just like snapped. They've had their Joker moment, you could say, and they all have these different like silly stories, and they all die in ridiculous ways. Now the fights themselves are pretty much like, you know, if you have a good weapon, you just smash them a few times, it's done. But it is funny to stumble across them. They're like, oh, I used to make children laugh, and now no one's laughing anymore, and they just lost their minds. So they're always fun to come across, and they drop weapons like, you know, this chainsaw's a really good weapon, and you start finding like the chainsaw, you get the katana, and then you're really slicing and dicing. But you got to make sure you also got health on you, because the health is like a manual, like you just eat it and stuff. So this is, I'm having a great time. Like, I just you can put it on for like 30 minutes or whatever. Now Frank West, he is a photographer, as you can see, so part of the game is going around taking photographs of certain things. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. I'm just looking for areas of the mall, and that gives you points and stuff to level up. I would highly recommend. I'm having a great time. Oh, the other thing about the psychopaths that I really like is they always come with like a soundtrack, like music. Now, last week we were talking about, someone did mention games and music. I do want to do a segment on Locking It Down with Lucy at some point, which ties games and music together. But the second Dead Rising introduced me to Cell Dweller. Cell Dweller is under me. Because they had like these two magicians, and their music was like, switch back, it's too late to look back. And now there's a way to switch back. Ah! And they also had My Own Little World. So I do very much enjoy it. And so you're like fighting these psychopaths, and this music like, bah, bah, bah. The one in this game that will be stuck in your head is there's these 3 convicts in the park area, and you go out there and it goes bob 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 bob. Well, he ain't my bro, but the butter is heavy. Moved into the Chevy. Maybe I'll stop playing that at 7:30 a.m. on a loop. See if he knows Gone Guru. Cause I got Guru. What you do with a tambourine? Oh, the didgeridoo. So we just play, and these songs will just play on repeat until you have killed the psychopath. But it's every time. Bum, bum, bum. Well, he ain't my boy, but my brother is heavy, so must have moved into the Chevy. It's quite addictive. So I'm having a great time playing this. So this is just my fun run. After I finish this run, I guess I'm going to look at the guide and think about what I want to do next, because there's like ones for saving everybody in the mall. Someone mentioned a very infamous mode called 7-Day Survivor. This, Robert was mentioning it. Sorry, I haven't got the chat on in this clip, so if I can't pull you up. But yeah, that does exist in this game, I have heard. Now, the original game, 7-Day Survivor, for those of you that don't know, you had to survive 7 days in the mall, which equated to 14 hours of in real life time without turning the game off. So you had to play this game for 14 hours straight in order to get this trophy, and Frank would have to survive all that time. Thankfully, so that makes the platinum pretty rare, because as you could imagine, people got jobs, and people got to do things, okay? You can't be playing the game straight for 14 hours. So what they have added a advanced time feature, so you can go to like the toilet, which is where you save, or in the security room, and you can just fast forward time to speed things up, because what I didn't mention is this game runs on a clock. As you can see here, earlier I was looking at my watch. Certain events happen at certain times. So I'm having free time at the moment. I have got to do this mission, but the mission won't start until, what time? 10 p.m. So from, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m, I've got a free period. And that's where you can go around the mall and just find psychopaths, find survivors, kill zombies to level up, take photographs, that kind of stuff. There's got a lot of good miscellaneous trophies in this game as well, which is quite fun. So during free time, I might just see what trophies there are. Like I was doing a golfing one this morning. So the 7 Day Survivor shouldn't be that difficult now that you can fast pass time. So I would recommend this if you want to play a horror game that isn't really horror. It's like, what would you call... Like it's not a rom-com, it's a horror-com, if that's a real thing. A horror-com. I've just made up that genre. But I am, it's a great switch your mind or switch your brain, dress Frank up in lots of different things. Now I did get the pack that had certain costumes. We'll look at that in a second. The story is very 2000s. You're not going to get much out of the story in this. In fact, at some points I was like, I can't be arsed with this. It's silly. It's not going to leave you thinking about anything. In fact, I want to skip the story beats. I'm actually looking forward to... I feel like I've got to watch the story the first time I play it. But I'm actually looking forward to playing it another time and just skipping past the story because I don't care what's going on. There's like some kind of like zombie outbreak that came from Santa Cabeza or something or other. And they've infected people in the mall. So I want to show you this. Here is my Frank West. Now, top points in the class if you can work out who I have dressed as. This amused me greatly, going around dressed as this character, and they would also appear in the cutscenes as the character. We'll take a closer look here. And everyone's just talking to you like you're just a normal dude. That is correct, Jamie. Dressed as Nemesis. So that's my favourite outfit in the game. I do like wearing my Chris Redfield outfit and my Leon outfit, and they do have songs in the game as well from those games. So you walk around, it goes, it's the pain and the glory, gone, it all comes away. So that's fun. But yeah, playing as Nemesis, it amuses me greatly because everyone's like, but Frank, we need to go and do this. And you're like, so yeah, I don't know if anyone else is playing. Yes, Nemesis. I can't believe you aren't sympathetic to the plight of Santa Cabeza. Do you know what? I couldn't give a fuzzy duck what's happening in Santa Cabeza. I just want to kill zombies. Thank you, Foxy Cat, for gifting memberships. Nathan Joseph, Harpo Speaks, Daniel Gregory, Adam S, and Ian 1884. Welcome to the XP Zone. You'll be invited to the members hangout, which is happening on Sunday. I forgot to mention the members hangout. What's happening on Sunday? I should do a quick roundup of all the things that are happening at the end of the show. Right, I'm going to read some of your comments here. Shame they messed up with Dead Rising 3. I was so excited when the Xbox One got it as an exclusive launch title. Shame. And it's like, I did hear this. He is so wide, and he has skipped leg day. I did Dead Rising 2 and got the perfect run with all the survivors and the psychopaths. It took a lot of planning. See, I like planning. I have a planning mind. So I liked going like, do-do-ba-do. Like there's so, for anyone who watched my trophy logbook video, I have pages of notes on Dead Rising. So that's fun. And I think this one probably doesn't, the mall isn't as big as Dead Rising 2, so it makes it a bit easier and a bit more compact. And it seems that you have a lot more free time. On the third day, there wasn't really much going on. Like most of the stuff seems to happen at the beginning of the game. The world's most dangerous tricks, like, yes, I love them. But you still had to keep your game on. Like, you couldn't, like, just walk away. Yeah, 14 hours in real life. Level 50 is still the max. And yes, there is the zombie kill trophy. So there is, like, a ridiculous trophy in these games that people know where you have to kill something ridiculous, like 72,000 zombies. And it's like a play off another game or something, like... So, in order to do 72,000 zombies, obviously the game is on a clock, you have to basically just spend a whole playthrough getting in a car and driving back and forth up and down the parking lot. So that'll be what I do one day. And it does take the entire of the game to do it, I'm pretty sure. So that will be fun. But, you know, it's like a staple of the games at that point. It seems very Dawn of the Dead to me. I've not seen Dawn of the Dead. It's the population of the town. You see the pulsation sign on the way in. What are you talking about? Anima says, I finished Dead Rising Deluxe from us the other day. That was a fun one. Not too bad a platinum. Much easier than the original. So I never played the original, so I I can't compare, but I would recommend. I'm having a good time. It's nice to just jump in and just mindlessly kill zombies. Yeah, I just did the 72. Yes, no, I think it's 72,000 in one run, not overall. At least I think. I haven't started another game yet, so I don't know if your zombie kills carry over. But yeah, it gets a Lucy recommended from me. Pa-ching! Lucy recommended. I'm gonna drink more of the acid drink. Yum. Oh, 53,000 is the population of Wilmot, the sign you see. Oh, I see. You seem to know a lot about Dead Rising. Yeah, in the original one, it's one run. In the new remaster, what? Zombies carry over between runs. That's awesome. Okay, well, that's going to make the platinum way more attainable. So he gets points in my book because I also like games that have random trophies that are just fun, dumb trophies. Like, so some of the trophies that I had to earn was like hit a golf ball like 100 meters, or what was the other one? Like, oh, escort 8 females at the same time, or photograph 10 psychopaths, like stuff like that. So you're trying to like weave that in and stuff. So that's good. Random question: you still write all your platinums down in your logbook? I'm actually got behind, so I need to do that at some point. Yeah, I've got behind on it, to be honest. But I might make a video out of doing it at some point. So that's what happened there. Right. I think I've talked about all the things on the video game. So have anyone else got anything to say about Dead Rising? Anyone else playing? Anyone else interested in playing it? I think Dead Rising 1, I probably wouldn't play Dead Rising 2 again because that platinum was pretty long and arduous and annoying. So I think 1 was just what it's just what I needed. And obviously 3 sucked. And I don't think 4 was very good either. So this is just a one and done for me in the Dead Rising. But yeah, I'm playing all the horror games. So yeah, don't know. I guess I'm going to have to sort out when I'm going to play the Quarry. So yeah, Quarry, Resident Evil 7, Dead Rising. I'm thinking about starting Dead Island now that Dead Island 2, now that Neo 2 is finished. So yeah, we shall see. Nice, I'll definitely check for it when it comes out on sale. They might do a remaster. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was enough. That was super long. But I do like You're on Fire. Oh, nice. I need to get to Resident Evil 4 Remake, The Quarry, Alien Isolation. Dead Island 2 is very good. Okay, that's fun to hear. That's exciting. So I'll probably start that up at the weekend. What games is everyone else playing in the horror season? I want to hear from you. So that's everything that I'm playing. I've never really done this before. I've never really like gone into the Halloween season with so many horror games, but I guess it's just kind of worked out this way. Like certain games have come out and I'm wanting to play certain stuff. So yeah, normally I think before I've just done Until Dawn and maybe something small for horror. But yeah, I'm all in the zomzoms at the moment. So yeah, what is everyone else horror game of choice if you are playing horror games in the spooky season? Oh, it's good to hear good things. Yeah, Dead Island 2 is good. I need to do the DLC. Oh, I'm glad because I was kind of a bit like, I'm unsure if I'll like it or whatnot, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Adam says I'm playing Dredge. Thanks for the recommendation. Nice. Well, I hope you're enjoying that. That's a good little spooky horror game. It's like a tame spooky. It's like on the spooky level, it's like, I just want the little spookies. Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide kind of sucked. Glad to hear 2 is better. Nice. Dead Island 2 just felt like a pure video game to me. Okay, I think I need some pure video gameness to do. Yes, I have the Dead Island 2 t-shirt that you sent me. Yes, you do have that. So I've got to play it. I've got to stick by it. I would play a 2 remaster, especially if they dropped the competitive multiplayer and kept the co-op. Oh, what are you talking about? You're talking about Dead Rising 2? Maybe. Oh, yeah! I just realised what you're talking about. Yeah, because Dead Rising 2, you could play the entire story with somebody else. Yeah, so that was kind of fun. I think you had to actually... There was a trophy where you actually had to play the game with somebody else as well. Let's see... Resident Evil 5 in co-op with my adventure bestie. Just finished Dead Rising 2. Oh, you're playing Dead Rising 2 as well. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 Revelations 2. Nice. Good. I just got the Platinum Vampire Survivors. Nice. Oh, I like seeing all these different spooky games that everyone's playing. Congrats on the plat. Chris J says Resident Evil 7 and Dead Space would be my go-to horror games. Nice. I'm playing Resident Evil 6, which isn't that scary. I would agree. What was the name of that guy again? The one that chases Jake. Oh, God, I hate all these characters. Jake and Sherry. Like, Jake, oh, I'm Sherry, I'm so annoying. Like, oh God, bringing back flashbacks of awfulness. Like, and there was that bit in Resident Evil 6 where you have to go through these like bunkhead doors, and so you're turning the wheel and the guy's coming through, and then Jake's like, come on, like, come on, and like kept getting drilled on the last door. That was super annoying. George says, I usually play some kind of spooky games for October, but not this year. Right now I'm going through my backlog and playing Dave the Diver and Jedi Survivor. Nice. Currently playing Dead Space Remake. Would recommend that. That's definitely on my backlog to get around to at some point, seeing as now I'm a bit braver. Now that I'm older, I'm trying out the spooky games a bit more. Fabio says, I played Last Day on Earth on my phone, a survival horror game. Nice. Rich Game, I might check out Dead Island 2. Well, I'm sure if I get to it this weekend, I'll be able to review it. Well, not review, but give you my first impressions of it next week on the show. So stand by for that. But it's so cool to see lots of people vouching for Dead Island 2 because I didn't know much about it. Was that the one that E3 had? I'm the barman about to blow up, and that guy's like running, and as he's running, there's zombies around him, and bits were falling off. Was that Dead Island 1? But yeah, it does seem, to me, I watched the trailer of Dead Island 2 and I was like, it feels a bit like Far Cry meets zombies in a way, like this kind of ridiculous nature of Far Cry in an open world setting, and the characters are a little over the top and whatever, and you're just going around killing things. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. Made a friend with a German dude via PSN sessions, and they helped me with the DLC for Resi 6 as well. Nice. Megan Porkchop Express says, I'm thinking of Wolf Among Us, Resident Evil 1 and 4, and Dino Crisis. That is a good point, Megan Porkchop Express. What happened to the Wolf Among Us 2? I thought that was meant to come out this year. Yeah, I did the gaming co-op for Dead Rising 2, can confirm. It is a trophy. Nice. I'll be playing Undisputed over Halloween, not a scary game unless you're scared of boxing. Well, you should be scared of boxing. It looks painful. Leon, help me, Leon, help me. I'm also playing Siphon Filter, not a scary game, but the graphics and gameplay are horrifying. Nice. I need to go back to Little Nightmares 2 for cleanup trophies. Oh, that's a great game to play. It was the Dead Island 2, I see, yeah. And then the game was stuck in development hell for years. So amazing to see it came out. Okay, that is it. Because I remember people really liked that trailer when it first came out. All right, well, I'm glad to hear that people are playing the spooky games. Did anybody get the Until Dawn remake? I have been curious about it. So I've been watching YouTube. I'm only curious about it, not because I want to play it, because I want to watch other people play it, because I want to see the bits that have changed. It feels like quite a lot of things have changed. Like I was watching some comparison videos, and they were saying, no, Jake and Sherry, at the end they're like, oh my God, and they touch hands. I'm like, I can't. Gross. So, yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos which are like breaking down the differences. And so one of the weird things that I've noticed about the game is like they've added like extra bits to it to kind of give the story a fresh spin, but not the story, just the look and the vibe. Like they've added like apparently there's a bit at the end, there's like a different ending you can get now where you can like quote unquote save Josh. There's new totems, they put the collectibles in different places, which is kind of interesting, I guess. I feel like this would be like the updates they've done sound cool if you're doing a Resident Evil 4 remaster or remake type thing. I don't know if Until Dawn, I don't know. So I kind of just want to watch someone play through it so I can see what the changes are and make up my own mind about it. Oh yeah, and apparently they made the prologue longer and they've given a bit more context to the choices, so it actually says what they are a bit. Oh no, lots of crashes and trophy bugs I hit. No, not trophy bugs. No. Wouldn't that be another easy play? Until Dawn isn't really an easy one. I mean, it is. It's just long. You have to replay lots of bits again. I'm kind of burnt out from doing the quarry a billion times. I don't like Halloween, so I don't tend to play horror games. Want to start, but don't really know which ones I should start with. I'd say start simple. Like Dead Rising, for instance, is like, I wouldn't... Is it a horror game? Not, well, it's in the horror genre just because there's zombies, but it's not horrifying, it's not scary. Like, maybe look at those types of games. Dredge is a little on the edge if you want the tiny spookies. And so maybe start with something that just puts its foot into the horror. I was thinking about streaming The Quarry, but honestly, I played it so many times that I just don't think it would be interesting to stream because I'm just like, I'm so over it that I'm not paying attention to the cutscenes, so I don't think it would be interesting for anyone to watch. So maybe not. Yes, but I would recommend Until Dawn highly. I can't say if I can recommend the remake or not, but I loved the first one. Start with Doki Doki. Is Doki Doki a horror game? I did not know that. Okay, I think it's that point in the conversation where it's time to talk about the Joker film. Are people familiar with Joker? What's it called? Folie, Deux or something? Madness of Two. And before we get to that, let's check in on the poll. Best live action Joker, 3%. Some people have voted for Jared Leto. Maybe one person. 12 people went for Joaquin Phoenix. 21 went for Jack Nicholson. And 64 went for Heath Ledger. We'll check in that on the end. Now, I'm going to try to do something a bit different here as we review this movie. I went and saw it on Tuesday. Okay, good to see that some people have reviewed it or watched it. So I'm going to do a non-spoiler review. And then I will we'll get into spoiler territory. So I am going to try and apply, see how this goes, Joker makeup whilst doing the review. Now I have some utensils at the side here. So let me get my utensils. I also don't want to destroy everything. So I have a towel so that I don't get crap on myself. I'm going to zip up, which also means that I may not be able to see your comments because now I have taken my glasses off. I'm going to zip up my jacket here so I don't get makeup on myself. Okay. And I have with me a mirror for application. Okay. I tried to go to the shops and find blue, but I can't. And also, fun fact, did you know that clown makeup is copyrighted? So we're going to have to freestyle it and do it our own way. The only colours I have are white, red, orange, black, and green. So, Lucy, can I ask why? I don't know. I just thought it'd be like an insight into madness or something if I did this. So let's begin with my trying to turn into the Joker makeup while I review the game. Okay, I've got some white here. It's like one of those like, hi everyone, I'm just going to do my makeup today while I talk about my life. Are you ready? So me and Imogen went to see, this is not working out very well, but it's going to look tragic and we know that. We wanted to go and see the Joker 2 because we saw Joker 1 together in the cinema. When did that come out? 2029. So that was when we went and the guy was like, sorry, your daughter can't come and see this. And I was like, oh my God, she's like 25. So we thought, and we weren't really sure. I don't know, why did we go and see that movie? I think we were just intrigued about it. And so we were like, maybe we should just go and check it out or whatever. So we went, honestly, we didn't know what to expect and we enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really cool. I didn't review it on the show, did I? Because the show didn't exist in 2019. So I liked the first one. I thought it was unsettling, which I think is what it's supposed to. And I thought it was super interesting. Yeah, the music, the score, very good as well, of course. Like, how can you, that sort of like harrowing music that's also playing in the background. Like, this might just have to do for the white, as I'm just drawing white all over myself. So we heard that everyone is saying, oh, the movie's so bad, and we just didn't care. We were like, let's go and watch it because we want to, watch the thing. And so we were looking up when to go and see it, and it was totally like out of the cinema by Thursday. Like, we were looking to try and go at the weekend, like Friday or Saturday, but we couldn't find it in any cinema anywhere. And I think it has been pulled from, someone can fact check me, but I think it has been pulled from the theatres. I guess that's gonna. Oh, okay. It is looking quite white actually. Maybe I am going a little over the top of the white. And we were like, so we got in with low expectations. Like, we don't care. People say it sucks. I'm sure we'll find some enjoyment out of it or whatever. So we went to the Odeon, and I must say this cinema experience was terrible. There was two tall people that sat in front of us. People rustling about, making noise, and never before has a movie ended where I've been in the cinema where I've had two weird movie experiences. Now I've got a weird nosebleed going on. Where the first one was My Sister's Keeper, where at the end everyone was crying. And then as soon as the lights went out, everyone was like, oh, blimey. Oh, that was sad, wasn't it? Oh, silly me. This one, everyone sort of just went, huh. And then moved, and then everyone just sort of left. It was a bit awkward. So now should we go for orange? Let's go for orange maybe for this bit. So, because I don't have any blue. I thought I had purple, but I don't. So that was kind of strange. My review of the film, spoiler free, is it is weird. It's not what I like. The first one was the second one required. I'm not sure. I feel like it feels disappointing. I think that's the main thing. You come out of it and you feel a bit disappointed about what happened because it's not satisfying what happened. Like you're waiting for something to happen and nothing does happen. Whereas in the first one, you're seeing the slow decline of this guy who's, you know, he's a bit weird, but he does seem like he is actually nice and caring. He's just a bit strange. And you see, like, you know, how people fail him and let him down. And he just dissolves into madness. And, you know, he has a moment and he snaps. Like, everyone goes, oh, yeah, my Joker moment or whatever. Like, you know, and that moment's quite shocking. Like, I remember, oh, my God, when that happened. So, yeah, this one doesn't quite hit the same feels as the last one. I can't really see how this looks, by the way, because I can't really see myself because I've not got my glasses on. So, yeah, it doesn't quite hit the same highs. Maybe I should put some green in this as the first one. You're trying to, like, the musical aspect is weird because I wouldn't really describe it as a musical. I think Lady Gaga said the same thing. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do with this green. There you go. I am a clown now. I've done it. That's my quick how to be a clown whilst talking about a review. Oh, wait, I've got to do one more thing. There's one more thing I have to do to complete the look. So, I don't like this bit here. This bit here is annoying, but I need a little... There we go. So... It was definitely disappointing. The musical stuff was strange because it didn't quite, you know, it's not like it didn't make sense, but I don't think it was quite the musical people thought it was. Like, they're singing songs, but it's not really, like, you know, the way you consider a musical to be. Oh, I'm getting all into this, everybody. It's happening. You know, when it's time to cosplay, it's time to cosplay, all right? I thought about this. I guess that will have to do. As the look. There we go. Isn't this attractive? Okay. So I think I've talked about... I can't put my glasses on back now, so I just don't know. Don't know what's going on. I'm going to put the mirror down. Put the mirror down. So shall we put the spoiler hand up? I guess we should put the spoiler hand up. Overall, okay. For final part of non-spoiler. The film is, I wouldn't say it's confusing. I was interested the whole way through. I wanted to know where it was going. I was waiting for it to go somewhere. And then as I realized the film was getting to the end and nothing was really happening, it was quite disappointing. And then it just sort of ends. And you're like, oh. But I think it's more of like, I'm wondering if it was supposed to be disappointing. Like how The Last of Us Part 2 is supposed to invoke these weird feelings of like, did you enjoy the game? Did you not enjoy the game? I think Joker 2, it's not a happy film. I think the first one people like a lot because you're like, wow, like this is like it really super interesting and whatnot. Like to see, like, I think because it's interesting to see the build up of him becoming the Joker. But in this one, he's been the Joker. So it's like the first movie's like this. And in this movie, he's like, he was here, but now it's more of like a this. It's like back here. And then, do they build it back up again? Can they build it? Like, that was the peak, so it's going to be hard to hit the peak. And so the peak, but I don't think the peak is supposed to be hit. I think you're supposed to come away from it being like, this was just a tragic story about a guy. And, you know, how people, like, the world he lived in let him down type thing. And then he just, you know, snapped or whatever and he went crazy. Bad things happened to him. So I think in that, I think the more I think about the film, the more interesting it is than it was watching it. Because I read like some things on Reddit and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, this is like this and this and this, so that was kind of cool. And then reading the ending and what it really means and stuff was interesting. So I'm going to get into spoiler territory. So for those of you that don't want to hear the spoilers, the spoiler hand is going up now. I'm also going to move us back down here now that I don't need to be. Oh God, now I can actually see what I look like. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. And then the tears away. Okay, also, I'd say the acting was really good as well. Okay, so spoiler time. The end, I'm going to spoiler it now. The spoiler hand is up, so if you don't want to hear it, you might have to mute this for the next 5 minutes or so. So in the film, we start off, Arthur Fleck is in prison. And, you see his life in prison, he's pretty down. And then he meets, Lady Gaga, who's called Lee, Harley Quinn kind of thing. And they just get on, they just see something in each other. But she only likes him when he's the Joker. So I think the whole point of this film is like, he's not really the Joker. He had a moment where he snapped and he inspired the idea of the Joker. So when she's trying to get the Joker, like he's just a sweet, kind-mannered man who's a bit weird. But she's trying to inspire the Joker to come back out of him. And that's kind of what the film is. It's like, she's like, no, I want to see the real you. And he like tries to be the Joker, but he can't be the Joker because it's not in his nature really to bring that out of him. And then he denounces the Joker character and then everyone turns on him. Like the whole thing is like, no one cared about him as Arthur Fleck, but people cared about the Joker. But he doesn't, he doesn't really feel like the Joker or whatever. He doesn't really believe in it. It's not. He wants people to care about Arthur Fleck. So he, and then it kind of ends with another inmate stabbing him to death, and then you're stuck looking at him dying for ages. But what I didn't see is in the background, there's the guy who killed him is like cutting a smile into his face. So I think the whole thing is like he isn't really the Joker. He inspires the real Joker, but maybe there is no Joker. Maybe the Joker is just an ideology that passes on as people go crazy and they take on the mantle. But that's my takeaway. I don't think he was ever the Joker. I feel like, as I've said like a billion times, he was a man that was pushed to the brink, and when he snapped, he became the Joker for that moment. But he's not the real Joker that goes on to fight Batman or whatever. In fact, it kind of makes sense chronologically, time-wise, because Batman's a kid in the first one. So, yeah, the songs didn't really bother me. They were kind of interesting. The song that I've had stuck in my head is like, if they could see me now, those little friends of mine, or whatever, is meant. But that's kind of all I've really got to say about it in spoiler mode, because it's mainly just him in prison, and then she visits, she's like, be the Joker or whatever, and all the musical stuff's kind of like happening in his head. I feel like when he comes out as the Joker in these bits, it doesn't really feel real. It feels forced, and not quite the same. It's all a bit strange, and like I said, it feels unsatisfying, and I think that's all I gotta say about it. Like, would I recommend watching it? Maybe if you liked the first one, but I can't believe how good the whites come out on this. But I look very disturbed. In fact, let's make it worse. Yeah, there you are. That's cosplay for the year. I'm going to have to wash my hair tomorrow now. All right, I'm going to try and read some of your... I'm going to have to get close to the camera to read these because I can't read without my glasses. And I don't want to put my glasses on my face now. So that was a flaw in the plan. Right, let's see what people are saying. It was like a weird makeup tutorial. Okay, we'll just get into... Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you please stop rapping really early in the morning? I can't take it. Please. I hear it's more like a musical. I don't know, I thought the musical stuff was more of like a part of the psyche of the Joker and Lee than it was a part of the film being a musical, because they were the only people singing in it. Like, no one else was like part of it or singing and dancing with them really. I am Shad Clown. Sorry, I'm just yes. that was a dish soap with some. In case you're wondering what my utensil was for that, I have some fake blood here that I just put on this dish soap. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what this was. And that the camera doesn't even recognise me. So I'm trying to look for comments on the movie. Did Lady Gaga perform well as an actress? She didn't really have much to work with, to be honest. Her character was kind of one note. Like, she was like, oh yeah, and then at the end of the film, when he like escapes prison and he wants to be with her, and she's like, nah, I only liked you as a joke. Yeah, so this is the other thing. The lady got the lead character, like the whole time I'm like, is she who she says she is? Is she not who she says she is? Because she's like, oh yeah, I used to be like you, like I lived in an abused family and whatnot, and I killed my parents, blah blah blah. Turns out, well, his lawyer's like, oh no, that's all fake. But I'm still kind of like, isn't she who she says she is? But you never get any of that. She's just, at the end, like, nah, I don't like you. I liked the Joker. And she just leaves him. So I think that was kind of disappointing as part of it. Do I know I got these scars from listening to you? Yeah. So I don't know what people's takes are. The scene, I agree, the scene with Gary in the courtroom was the best part of the movie, 100%. So in this scene, his friend from the first one, the only person that he actually cared about or was friends with him, comes to testify. And so the whole time there's this bit about like, is the Joker really him, or is it another character, another persona that he puts on? Gary could have saved him by actually saying like, yeah, he is a nice person, but he traumatized Gary, and because he wasn't taking it seriously when he comes to represent himself, he's still traumatizing Gary, which I think is really sad. Like the Gary guy was kind of like, yeah, he was the only person who was nice to me, he didn't make fun of me, and now I'm terrified every day. Like if he had been normal and hadn't been Joker-fied, then maybe that could have, got to the point where he could have pleaded insanity in that moment. I'd like to watch Interstellar in the. Does she does the stairwell dance in the movie, right? This is controversial because this part is in the trailer and it's not in the film, which is another reason people were sad. There was that you see it in the trailer, does not happen. And it seems to happen in a lot of movies, apparently, where things in the trailer aren't actually happening in the actual movie. Well, he did kill people, but it was at breaking point. Not that excuses it, but he'd been let down by the system. And then he had a moment where he killed a bunch. Like the people he killed on the subway was because they were tormenting him. So not that I'm saying that it was right that he killed them, but you can see what I thought was interesting at the first one. You can see how someone could be brought to breaking point that they would commit a crime. And obviously he's, that happens, and you have to be repentful for that. So like that happened, and then because that character became famous, he got caught up in the moment. But it's kind of sad. So, spoiler thought, I always thought that Fleck wasn't the real Joker too, but someone who was inspiration for the guy who does become the Joker that fights the Batman. Yeah, I think this is the point of the movie. So, I kind of like it in that sense, thinking about it that way, but maybe they just didn't tell the story in the right way. Like, it could have been done better. Yeah, remorseful. So, yeah. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking out The Killing Joke, one of the darkest Joker stories. I have heard about this. I think someone did try and get me to watch it once upon a time, but I just didn't. So I suppose that's the review. Imogen did not like it at all. I found it more interesting to read about it than I did to watch about it. The film is kind of long and lengthy. It's kind of made me want to watch the first one again, just because the first one is kind of like... that. Of course, that's the whole point. Wait, can I... Oh, well, hey, everybody. We're now reviewing Joker, Folie, and Deux, but the spoiler hand is up. So make sure that if you ain't watched the film, that you don't suffer. Oh, I've messed it up. Why is this so difficult? Oh, here we go. This is better. Well, hey there, everybody. We're now spoiling the hell out of this film, so if you ain't watched it, make sure that you turn the audio off and you come back when the spoiler hand is down. There you go. That's my Joker moment for you. Screenshot and use this for every spoiler. So I should put myself in the poll. Thanks, I'll see you in my dream. Along with the cheater that took the great big shit. You'll see that hopefully in your dreams too. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. I'll probably take the spoiler hand down unless we have anything else. I will probably need, I think, yeah, so that's what's that. I think it reminds me of last part 2, because I think a second watching maybe does have to happen so you can kind of connect these dots and see what you think about it. But yeah, I'll probably need a second viewing to fully form my opinion, but I definitely think there could have been some better character development for Gaga's character. Exactly. I wouldn't say it was all Lady Gaga's fault, but it's kind of, is the film as unsettling as people say? Unsettling? I think the most unsettling part about it is the weird sex scene in it. That was pretty unsettling. But other than that, well, there was some unsettling undertones. I feel like the first one is more unsettling. Like, the way that people treat Arthur is unsettling in this one. Like, some bad things happen to him. It just feels like the whole time he's being manipulated, which is, or, you know, weird and whatever. Like, he kind of just wants to be a good inmate, is how I feel about it. Because I think he does want to pay for his crimes or whatever. Like, he's kind of like he's like happy with his fate, but then he like falls in love with this woman. And it makes him try to change himself to be more desirable to her. So, yeah. Let's put the spoiler hand down. So I think that's about it for today's show. Because now I have to wash this makeup off unless I just go to work looking like this. I don't. It's not really working, but that was the segment, everybody. Reviewing Joker whilst having Joker makeup on. And I didn't get it all over myself, which is what I thought might happen. So I think that's about it for today, because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow anyway, so I'll give myself a bit of a rest this evening to go back to it. Needed Imogen reading the cast. Yeah, I should have got Imogen here. But she shamed me for wanting to film, so I felt self-conscious. I didn't want to film the film, obviously, but the day. Right, that about wraps it up. I'm going to have some more of this acid drink. Oh, you can see my makeup tutorial. I kind of want to see how the makeup tutorial went, to be honest. I couldn't see it until I looked and was like, oh, now that's what I look like. So thank you, everybody, for watching this edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Coming up on the rest of the week. Where did you get the fake blood from? I think I got it from Wilkinson's when Wilkinson's was still open. But you can probably find it in your local Poundland, I imagine. So thank you for watching, everybody. I have been Lucy. This is Joker Lucy. I have had my Joker moment this week. Tomorrow, Resident Evil 7 will continue at around 7:30. I'll let you know depending on when I come back from work. And then, I've just messed up my hair now. And then on Saturday, we'll have the members' birthday stream where I'm going to try and get a platinum game in the fastest time. That will happen about 5:30-ish, I think. So look out for that. Oh, tell us a joke. I've got a Christmas joke, everybody. It's similar to a joke you may have heard before, but it is Christmassy. Where do crabs like to go to do their Christmas shopping? Marks and Pincers. There you go. I'm putting that one in the Christmas. I think that's a perfect Christmas joke. That's the kind of like, maybe it works better for Christmas time. So that's my joke. Oh, and of course the members hangout will be on Sunday. Sorry, there's a lot to remember. I've told you, I'm running Windows 97 up here. It's blah, 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 blah. Too much to think about. Not enough to do, or too much to do. So I will see you all in the coming activities over the week. So thank you all. Happy birthday to all the members. Happy birthday to all your real members. Yes, roughly around 7:30. I'll have to let you know depending on when I get back from work. So until then, I'll close the poll. You're right. Best Joker. 3% of you say Jared Leto. 11% of you say Joaquin Phoenix. 20% of you say Jack Nicholson. And 66% of you say Heath Ledger. I would agree. Thank you all for watching. I have been me. You have been you. Let's end it with the Joker dance, shall we? That's the show, everybody. I shall see you in the future. Goodbye. And I'll see you in your dreams.